boy black-faced Santa. Yeah. Now this video will be a video discussing about the week ahead. Yes, it's gonna be a great week ahead. A great week ahead. Yes. March 4th through March 8th. But wait, before we get started, my heart goes out to my daughter's boyfriend. Hold up, wait, not my daughter's boyfriend, my daughter's friend who is a boy. I should put it that way because I tell you right now, man, he wouldn't be the only one that passed away. She would be buried in the backyard too if she thinks she can have a boyfriend at this age. No, she's not old enough to have a boyfriend. I'm not having it. So at all, I reiterate, her friend that was a boy, tragedy, he took his life. Suicide is a real thing, man, and bullying is a real thing. Kids, man, I mean, kids can bully. You can get gang stalked by, I mean, people who have more money than you, man. I mean, they can have a nicer house than you, nicer cars, and they still hate to see you doing well, man. It's just jealousy, man. Jealousy is something that just exists in people, man. I mean, you could know somebody your whole life. You know, you could have did all kind of things to support people financially, mentally, get them out of the dark hole that they were in, and they still will be jealous and just, you know, hate you, man. And unfortunately, this young man, he was a male cheerleader, and I guess he got a lot of bullies, a lot of antagonists. They just gave him a hard time about being a male cheerleader, which honestly, one of my older brothers was a male cheerleader, and he had all the females. So I don't know if what type of male cheerleader he was. Like, I don't know if he was a male that was like a cheerleader, like you know, like trying to wear skirts or something like that. I don't think that was the case. I think he was kind of like my brother, where you have the male cheerleaders that, you know, they kind of hold like the girls up. So like when they're doing the flips and stuff to keep them from falling, you know, you hold them up and then you flip them up in the air and then you catch them and, you know, you bring them down. So I think he was kind of like a male cheerleader like that. I really don't know, because, you know, I don't go to the school. But yeah, man, unfortunately, man, young man took his life. His name was Aiden Chase Griffin, I think. But yeah, man, young man, I'm gonna try to leave somewhere on this video a link. So if you want to donate to his family, you can use your camera to scan the icon and be able to look him up and donate to his family. I know they're going through a rough time right now, man. So, you know, my hearts and prayers go out to the family. And when it happened, my daughter was just crying, man. She couldn't believe that, you know, her male friend had took his life, man. But I just know, I know bullying is real, man. You can have, you know, bullies and gang stalkers at your job. Like I said, man, they could be millionaires and billionaires, and they just hate to see you doing well. And are you, in your eyes, you just wishing the best for people, man. But, you know, jealousy is just a real thing, man. People can have something of their own and they still will hate to see you prosper and do good. But it's not necessarily the people, it's the spirit that is able to enter the people. You know, if you don't stay prayed up, you know, the spirit can enter you, and he'll have, you know, he can do, you know, do whatever. You could be on the right path today, and 72 hours from today, you'd be doing all kinds of stuff that you would have swore that you would never do 3 days prior. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to stay prayed up, man. It's important to have your mind focused on doing the right thing consciously all the time. Because if you're not doing things for God, then you're gonna do things for yourself. And you know, the Bible says, man, this war is against flesh and blood. You know, it's spirit versus the flesh. And, you know, one got to win. So if one winning, then the other one going to lose, you know. So it's just sad, man. It's sad that this young man took his life without even getting a chance to actually experience life, man. However you want to do it, we're going to have a moment of silence right now. If you want to pray for the young man, you pray. If not, you know, we're just going to have a moment of silence for him real quick. Now, let's get to business. So there's 2 companies that's reporting this week that's catching my eye. It's more than that, but 2 that I really want you guys to focus on. Target, they report Tuesday, and they should tell us how the retail sector is doing. If they report and they beat and move higher, then we know that retail is doing well. If not, if they sell off after they report, then we might be in trouble for other retail companies and the stock market might go down. So we'll have to see how things go, man. So it's important for Target to beat and move higher this Tuesday. And then this Thursday after the market closes, we have Broadcom, semiconductor chip company, and their ticker symbol is AVGO. Now, if you look at them this past week, like Friday last week, they actually jumped like over $100. So, I mean, that's usually bullish for a company to move that much, $100 right before they report. It's like somebody, the big money, knows something. You know, I mean, otherwise you would see a stock selling off. So look out for that company that have a big swing like that. You know, people with a lot of money is putting money into them before they report this Thursday. So that could be something to look out for to see how the semiconductor chips are going. We just had NVIDIA report and they blew it out the water and they moved higher. So let's just see if AVGO can continue the trend. And if you can't afford, because they're over $1,000 stock, if you can't afford to invest in shares of this company, you could try something cheaper like SMCI, NVIDIA, Broadcom. They're all expensive semiconductor chip companies. So a lot of people like to play the index, which is SMH, I think. And that might be a cheaper option to going into their earnings report on Thursday night to be able to play them without playing them with lesser money. So those are my two plays that I'm looking at. Also, there's a company, Buy Alerts. Sometimes, you know, we don't always see eye to eye, but something that has caught my eye with them, and I want to give them kudos, is they mentioned Google and they mentioned also Tesla. And I also was actually looking at Google and Tesla myself, and Google is hovering. This last month, they've been hovering like around a support line, and I think that they could catch fire and move higher as well. So we'll just have to see how Google does. And then Tesla, I think that Tesla, it's about time for them to start moving higher. And when they catch fire, I mean, they've fallen so much in the last 6 months that when they do catch fire, like if you buy some options, you know, a couple months out, those options are going to be very, very lucrative and very expensive once Tesla catches fire. So that might be like for somebody who has money and is willing to wait, that might be a play that you might want to be looking at, is buying some shares of Tesla, or, you know, for the fast money people, you know, buying some options and be willing to hold them. You know, Tesla could move like crazy. So that's what I'm looking at for this week. Like I said, Tuesday, Target reports, and then Thursday when the market closes, you have Broadcom, semiconductor chip company, and they report. So, you know, just some companies to look at. Please, if you like this information and you like this video and you want to show support and give back to the channel, go to my About tab, which should be right next to like my videos and shorts and community posts. Go all the way to the end, you'll see my About tab, and you can donate to my channel, to my PayPal, if you want to show love and give back, and, you know, just show some type of appreciation for the hard work and dedication and work that I put into this channel, trying to find the best picks for you guys. Also, if you looked at my community post from last week, not the one where I told you to buy SPY and I told you to take your $1,000 because you're probably cussing me out. Hopefully the chosen ones aren't cussing me out, but for the for the other ones, y'all probably upset with me because I told you to sell, which was actually good because when the market opened, the SPY did initially drop, but then it went up like $5, $6. So you could have actually made $6,000 and not just $1,000 off of 10 contracts. So in a money contract. So you know, don't shoot the messenger. Don't be mad at me. But no, the other community post with Baidu on Friday, I told you that they could move higher in the China market. I think China has some things that the government's supposed to be pumping some money into their market on Tuesday. We'll see if things don't pop off Monday. Hopefully they should, but if things don't, then Tuesday, Baidu should be much, much higher when their government starts supporting their market. If you have an opportunity to take your profits on Monday with Baidu, take your profits. And like I said, if the market starts to sell off, look at getting into these companies that I discussed in this video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. If you like this video, please like the video. If you dislike this video, please give me a thumbs down. Just vote. And there you have it, folks. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Riches.